Welcome back to another Twin Cap. Today we're going to be reviewing season two, episode four of Twin Peaks: Laura's Secret Diary. I'm here with Jake. How you doing, man?
A little overwhelmed because of the class situation,
Hmm.
master's degree situation that I found myself in. But the good news is when you're really stressed out, you need an escape. And right now, Lake Arrowhead, California, I mean, Twin Peaks is my escape. So let's dive in.
Yeah, when we finish, you're gonna want to like go back to rewatch it. You're gonna be like, surely there's more episodes, right? Surely they made more episodes or something or spinoff.
I'm just gonna keep it on repeat.
It's perfect. Okay, yeah. So this is kind of season two, episode four to me is where Twin Peaks really starts to become season two. That sounds very
Yes.
strange, but it's like I told you earlier on that season one is a very kind of contained detective story with just minimal drama around the town. You know, you have some characters, but it's easy to keep up with everyone for the most part. But season two introduces so many new characters, and there's just so many moving pieces. Not necessarily a
Lynch,
bad thing. Yeah, what?
Lynch starts cooking right
Yeah, no,
about
and it's
this
not.
episode.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing, but like it's kind of a lot to keep up with. And if you start to watch multiple episodes, it's like, okay, let me remember who this guy is because we were even talking before
Yep.
it started. Like, wait, who is this character again? And we just watched the episode recently, so
I think
we're gonna do our
season
best.
one, like each episode of season one, I guess because there's only 8 episodes and there's still a lot of world building. Like every episode, they're still doing more world building. Don't get me wrong, but season one, it felt I could remember each episode. But season two, because they're using the same sets over and over again, and they're going to the same places, and you know the places, it all starts to blend together in your mind. And it's like, oh, is this a TV show I'm watching, or did I used to live here? You know?
Yeah, no, for sure. No, I feel that. And this episode was a good example of like when I was watching because you watched it before me and I watched it like a day or two later, and I was kind of like, okay, this is easy to remember. But it like that they pack a lot into that 46-minute episode to where like after 10 minutes, I'm like, I don't even remember what happened at the beginning of the episode. Like I have to go back because there's just so much that goes on in this time frame.
But it's not too much at the same time. I love it. I
No, yeah,
love
no, I love it. I love it too.
every scene is a lore drop, and it's just like, yeah, give me more. This is what I signed up for.
Yeah.
I I'm gonna go with the hot take. I'm as of right now, we're still early. I was this the fourth episode of season two. Right now, I kind of like season two more than episode one, or more than season one.
No, it's fair. Yeah, a lot of people like season two.
Just because like I feel like I'm a resident of the town now. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the I mean there's still world building literally every fucking new scene, but I'm just kind of more familiar with everything that's going on, even though we still don't really know what's going on with Laura. Um, things just make a little things just starting to make a little bit more sense. So I feel more at home in season two than I did in season one.
That's fair. Yeah. And it's like I've told you this before, but season two is great. Like it's there is not a bad season. I just get so excited for the movie in season three that and this one's so long. It's like a super season, or I guess a regular season of TV compared to the other ones back then. I'm so eager to get there. I anticipate the rest of the show, but it's still like I love it. It's
If
fantastic.
it feels like we're on Richard Bachman's long walk, just
Yeah.
trying to get to the finish line.
Exactly. Um, but yeah, so we'll hit over a few of the things that happen because it is kind of a somewhat stacked episode, and there are some new characters that get introduced in this one. Right off the bat, starts off with Leland confessing to murdering Jacques, which we knew from season one. No shocker there. That was solid. And then they hear about this food critic coming to town, and Hank, who's working at the diner with Norma, is excited about that because they want a good review for the diner to bring in new business, which means they would bring in new characters. So that's great. We want new business so we can get new characters, right?
Ray Wise as Leland, dude. I mean, he's just a pretty stock TV actor, but he's doing a really great job.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with his range as Leland. Um, the food critic MT Wentz. I hope that goes nowhere. I hope that was just something that they threw in there. It's never
It's
mentioned again.
it's kind of a nothing burger, but I did think in my head, I'm like, because I can't remember season two all that well. Like towards the middle, I was like, oh, that's how they get new characters in with the food critic. That's how you bring new people in.
In my head, I'm like, what if Agent Cooper is just like lying about being an FBI agent and he's actually a food critic. You know what I mean? Like my mind's like, who is this Wentz cat?
Yep. And then we've got Jacques' family member, Gene, just kind of like scheming and uh, he blackmails Ben with a videotape of Audrey. He's just like kind of up to no good. He's kind of ending. He seems more slimy than Jacques by far. You know, you just know he has bad intentions. Anything? Do you have any thoughts on Gene?
I mean, it's bad, but at the same time, Ben, that's Audrey's dad, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He even like, he just doesn't seem that concerned about his daughter.
No.
Like he
No.
reacts, but it his reaction it doesn't come off to me as concerned father. It comes off as like concerned businessman.
Mm.
Um, so I still kind of want him to die.
That's a good way of looking
Um,
at it. He's still very cold. Like you don't really see the love for his family. He treats his family like he does like his like they're business partners or business associates, I guess.
yeah, I mean the only one that he's kind of feels like a family member to is his brother,
Yeah, yeah, those yeah, that crazy guy.
who is also his business partner.
And then the guy, so you kind of talked a few episodes ago how you're upset with how they were treating the character of Donna because she was much
Mhm.
different at the beginning of season one, but she's kind of coming, you know, she's kind of coming into her own in this one, and she has some more scenes with Harold. What do you think of that whole dynamic? Are you kind of liking what they're doing with Donna's character because she's kind of being she's front and center again, sort of?
Well, it's kind of funny because at first Audrey was like, "Oh, Audrey's always up to something. What is she doing?" And now it's kind of like Donna's always up to something now, and Donna, like Audrey's kind of like been taken off the chessboard for purposes of blackmail, and Donna is like smoking cigarettes. She's cussing. She's kicking ass and taking names. She's scheming with this dude that won't leave his house. Um, so yeah, Donna is cool in my book now. She used to be a square, but she's cool now.
Yeah, she's kind of taken over Audrey's spot just because she's kind of being out of character. I don't want to say dumb, but she was much more, I feel like, intelligent and
Hmm.
scheming in the first scene. Now she's just got herself in a weird situation.
Yep.
But yeah, Donna's cool. And then she like wants to also she also enlists the help of Maddie to get the diary back. So that's just a very fun storyline. And Harold is still a very weird character. I like him. He's fun to watch, but I still I obviously don't trust him or anything like that.
I have no idea what to make of Harold, and I still I don't know what to make of this diary either. I'm like I don't even know if I believe this is a real diary. Who has two diaries? I mean, nothing in this show makes sense, but like you have I have a real diary and then I have a backup secret diary. It's like, huh? It'd be
And it
one thing if it
is,
was like volume one and then volume two of a diary. You know what I mean? Like I ran out of room, so I started writing another one, but they didn't present it that way. They presented it as like, oh, there's this secret third thing or something. You know what I mean? I'm just like, huh?
yeah, no, like it's important, but it's also when she's making it this big deal, I'm like, is it that like I guess it is, but it's just like a second diary. Like why? Like what could possibly be in this not like why?
That's a good point.
Yeah. And then Josie comes back in this one, which I missed her, but it's just again, it's just there's a lot going on, dude. And that whole storyline I kind of went away from, but now it's back in center and she's kind of scheming and apparently she was shopping in Seattle. So I'm excited to see where it goes. You know, she and Truman have their little moment. So
yeah. I mean, it was kind of like, where did Josie go? Like what? But I mean, I'm excited to drop this announcement, bro. We had this storyline pop up with Dick and Lucy, where Dick he's like, oh, I thought about it long and hard, and I want to do the right thing, and I want to pay for your abortion. So I'm excited to announce we're actually going to have Pope Leo on the show.
it's kind of I saved this section for last because I did think it was kind of the highlight of the episode for some reason. I don't know why, other than the Harold Donna stuff. I wanted to bring this up. I remembered it. I didn't even have to write it down. But the scene where Lucy is talking about Dick Tremaine, she says
Mm.
like who Dick Tremaine is or whatever. She says a line in the show that I did not think was realistic. and she says something. She was like, "Yeah, that was so asinine." Did you think that was? I don't know if you remember that, but did you think that was out of character for Lucy to just say that word?
No, I mean, I didn't. I don't even remember it. I didn't catch it.
Yeah, she was just
Yeah,
describing who Dick Tremaine was, and she says asinine. I feel like for some reason, that line out of every single piece of dialogue in Twin Peaks stood out to me as like, that was a little weird and out of character. I don't believe Lucy would know what that word means.
who wrote this?
It was written by
Mark
like four
Frost.
people, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of seemed like maybe one, two, three, four people. I wonder if like each writer wrote like a different storyline for this episode, and then they just smashed it together, and then somehow in the editing process, somebody was like, "Oh yeah, she should probably call that asinine," like just not really understanding Lucy or whatever.
Yeah, unless her character takes a turn later on, I can't really remember what happens. But I just that one stuck out to me. I was like, that's. I feel like nobody in Twin Peaks would say that other than Cooper.
She's going back to get her PhD, so she knows uh particular words.
Yeah, she's going to LACC, Lake Arrowhead Community College.
You joke, dude. I would love to be a
Take
professor there.
absolutely do it. Yeah, but then at the end, the last thing I guess we can talk about is this Jonathan, new character, goes into the Double R diner where Hank is and like beats him up and basically just kind of threatens him. And that's just kind of what we're left with.
It was very kind of like I don't get me wrong, I don't like Hank. I fuck Hank, right? I am not pro Hank.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was a little like, damn, Hank, you're getting your ass kicked, dude. You know
I
what
was
I mean?
surprised too. Yeah, because he shot what's his name? Didn't he shoot Leo?
Yeah, I think so. No. Yeah, yeah, he did. Yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah,
why
I was surprised because he was like this dude who was in, he got paid, he got bribed to go to prison for a little bit and he gets his butt kicked, dude. I was like, at least, put up a little bit of a fight. I know it was dark in there, but I was a little surprised by that too.
yeah, I would have liked to see Hank at least get a good sucker punch in or gut punch or something like that. Do we think Catherine is presumed dead? Like, is she actually dead, do you think?
No, no.
Because like the rule in movie and TV, particularly TV, is if you don't see a body, they're not dead.
Yeah, and Pete made it very clear to Josie that she's like presumed dead, so
Hmm.
I don't think so. Just because people don't really die on Twin Peaks other than like Laura and Jacques. So that's probably going to come back later. That's just my prediction. What do you think?
I never really liked her character. I mean, she just kind of seemed like just one more selfish, greedy person in a long line of selfish, greedy people. So I'm not gonna miss her. Um, and also, I think the actress was pretty old, so I don't know if she would come back in like season three. I don't know what would have happened there, but um, I think it'd be hilarious if it's like if she doesn't actually come back, but it's just later revealed at like the end of season two. It's like, oh yeah, she's alive. She's living in Vancouver.
Yeah, that would be funny. That'd be really funny. But that's just another thing we get to look forward to. Anything else you want to add to this episode?
This wasn't the episode where the judge shows up, is it? Or is that
I think he does at the end because we've also watched episode 5. We're about to record another episode, but Sternwood does kind of pop up, but he has a heavier presence in episode 5. I like that character though because he's very Louisiana coded.
very no, he reminds me of I had a constitutional law professor in undergrad at Northwestern State University. Um and he reminds me of my professor. No, actually it was this episode where Leland goes I guess where Leland confesses
Oh
or
yeah,
he goes in to talk to the judge and the judge is like, I know you're a good man. Someday we'll meet again in Valhalla. And then just lightning crashes, you know?
dude, you're right. I forgot about that.
And I'm just like, wait, what? And at first I was confused for half a second, then I was like, you know what? Checks out.
Isn't that the scene where the lightning fly and there's a dude in the window?
Stop.
No, no, no.
You're trying
Remember,
to scare me
no, no,
again.
no, no, no. I promise. I promise.
For people, he's been scaring with me about dudes in windows, and it's been working. I really freaked out the other day.
No, I think that in that episode when that scene happens, I'm almost positive it is that one. It's kind of in the middle. The lightning strikes, and in the background of the window, you can see a silhouette, and I'm pretty sure it's Jonathan because it's he's wearing like a cloak. He almost looks like Spider Noir, and
Mm.
people are gonna hate that dude that I just compared a character to Spider Noir in Twin Peaks. But yeah, I think that's who that was in the window.
Well, I think I remember seeing him in the window, but I think that was a different scene, unless he was in both. There was a scene where Sheriff Truman and Josie are making out.
Yeah, I think it was the one before. I'm pretty sure it was one before.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into this. I don't. Well, I'm scared to click on anything, even if it's just from this episode, because I'm scared I'm going to see a spoiler.
Yeah, I think realistically, it's probably you know what it may have been Josie because I think he was there's like a tie there that because they claim that they're cousins, so it could very well have been Josie, because there's that connection.
Yeah.
But I think at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I'm sure that'll come back later. But yeah, great episode, packed episode. I'm loving season two. I know you love it. Where can the people find you?
They can find me in Valhalla. Um, JKH Bennett, Bennett, TikTok and Letterboxd.
You find me Tyler Tompkins on TikTok and Letterboxd. We will be back very soon with season two, episode five recap. See you.